Hey guys, welcome back to another watch along. Manchester City are about to play Peterborough in the FA Cup, and Pep's gone very Pep. Of course he has. It's Pep. What do you think he was going to do? Hello to everyone who's already joined in. It's good to see so many people here already. This is going to be an interesting night of football, isn't it? I'm very tired today, by the way. I've been in London, so if I look a bit dishevelled, that is why. I've been up since 5 in the morning. But I'm going to stay here, of course, and chat to you for the next, I don't know, an hour or two or something like that. It'll be good fun either way. Is everyone well? Is everyone good? Is everyone beautiful? Of course you all are. Who here have we got in the chat? We've got Mustafa, Moni, Matthew, Sergio, David, Kiki147, Ian, Beppy, Moni, Harry, everyone else, Alec, Abid. It's good to see so many people. Abid saying, born in Manchester, live in Peterborough, so a bit of a weird one for me. Hopefully don't get jumped at school. I don't think you'll get jumped at school, mate. But of course, this is Manchester City versus Peterborough. It's the FA Cup. Guardiola clearly wants to win the FA Cup because he's gone very strong with that lineup. He's not fucking about, Pep, is he? He really isn't messing about. And you've got to kind of enjoy that. You've got to enjoy Guardiola doing that. I did want to see some young players, I'll be honest. But, you know, Pep sometimes is gonna Pep, and there's not much we can do about it. That's just Pep's way these days. He does go really strong. And that's what he likes to do, you know? That's what he likes to do. It'll be fun. It'll be fun nonetheless anyway. I'm expecting it should be comfortable at very least, you know? It usually pretty much is with these things. You know, I'm expecting City to kind of stroll this one. I'll go over to the lineup obviously in a second. Let me have a look. Where is it? So here's the lineup. Here we go. We go over to here. And we've got this thing. This is a pretty strong lineup, if we're being honest. Not messing about, really not messing about. It is genuinely strong. It really is. We've got Edison, and bear in mind the context, by the way. This is a team bottom of the championship right now. We've got Edison, Cancelo, Diaz, Ake, Zinchenko gets a start, which is obviously huge for him at the moment, given what he's going through. It's awful to be Zinchenko right now. I feel so sorry for him, and of course the people of Ukraine as well. Fernandinho, Gundogan, Foden, Grealish, Mahrez, and Jesus. Genuinely a very, very strong lineup, that. Fernandinho, of course, coming back in as the captain, which is kind of, you'd expect that, really. But this is, it's interesting. Let me just get the comments up on over here so I can see it. I'm struggling to see this 1 second. Hang on. I can't see your comments right now because I've got the other tab open. It's a bit of a rookie error here from my side, but you know, I'll get it over here. Where have you all gone? But yeah, it's a very strong team. Palmer is unfortunately still injured, Tom. So I don't know what's going on as well with Walker. Walker's not starting many games recently either. A bit, I've noticed that, and it is a bit strange, isn't it? You know, it does feel a bit strange, but we'll have to kind of judge it based on what it is. No youth players really, other than Kieran Slicker on the bench. John Stones, Sterling, Laporte, Rodri, De Bruyne, and Bernardo. So just the 8 people there on the bench. It's not the biggest bench, if we're being honest, but it's you could have probably got some young players on there. I kind of wanted to see young players in there. Walker's suspended. Is that true, actually? Is he suspended? AN10. But in general, though, they're not wrong. He hasn't started many games recently. So this does seem to be a bit of a trend at the moment. It seems to be a relative trend where Walker isn't playing, you know, every single game. But that's fine. That's fine. Whatever it is, what it is. But I'm expecting City to be... Oh, he's suspended. Oh, fair enough. I didn't realise he was... Oh, yeah, there we go. So, but in general, he's not playing that much recently at the moment anyway, is he? He's missed out a few games. Stefan has got a bit of an injury, unfortunately. But this team we're going for is obviously... Guardiola clearly wants us to get through. He clearly wants us to go through. I'm sure we will go through. And I like the idea that he's trying to get the players back into, you know, the strongest shape. Basically, he's trying to get the rhythm flowing for the players again. He's trying to make them focus, you know, on the derby, because you haven't played that well against Spurs. We haven't played that well against Everton. So you got to understand that this is basically his way of making sure the players fall in line. Sometimes you need to do that, don't you? You need to make sure that they not fall in line, that's maybe the wrong word. They make sure they're absolutely focused. And Peterborough must be looking at that thinking, what the fuck have we done, Pep, to deserve that? Seriously, mate, that is just absolutely not fair in the slightest. But, you know, that is where we're at right now. And I kind of sort of like it. I do sort of like it. I do like, you know, a strong lineup. But... I kind of did wish we were seeing some young players. You do want to see some young players, don't you? You do, but that is where we're at right now. It is what it is. Big Jerry Energy, of course. Jerry's in the chat. Jerry, my man, saying 5-0 City, big FA Cup energy. Let's fucking go. Jerry, man, I've never... Jerry, I will take that, mate. I will take that. Big FA energy. Let's fucking go. Jerry, I need you today. I'm exhausted, mate. So your energy is definitely appreciated. 5-0 would be wonderful. You've got to kind of... it's hard not to pick, not to presume it's not going to be a really strong result, this. You presume City would, you presume they'll turn up. You presume they'll make the most of this lineup. You presume that they'll go for him. And I'm happy to see Grealish back. I mean, is anyone else looking forward to see Grealish play? For me, the Grealish thing, it's just like I tweeted earlier. Did anyone see my tweet earlier about maybe we've been missing a little bit of control with Grealish? Because when you think about like what coincided with Grealish not being in the team, is we've been a little bit more chaotic than usual. The games have been a lot more chaotic. They haven't been as controlled as you'd expect from Manchester City, and of course we're capable of that without Grealish. But it could be a coincidence, but it also could be something. It could be something that Grealish has not been there, and maybe that's why. Maybe that's why we have been lacking a little bit of control. I'm not saying it's the entire reason, but sometimes there is something in these. It's very easy to see that, And what Grealish is very good at, and I don't think he's been incredible since he joined Manchester City, but I think he's been pretty good. The one thing he's very good at, though, he's very, very press resistant. He's very good at helping in the transition, very good at drawing people towards him, which of course creates space for others. And he's very good at holding on to the ball, and he doesn't really waste it. And Guardiola values that. And it probably genuinely helps the rest of the team as well. So we've got to understand that, what he brings to the team. Of course, as well, he's one of many great players in the team, and obviously it's not all on him, but it does help. Mahrez as well, back in the team, of course, today. I know a lot of people have been asking about Mahrez and so on, but it's been 2 games. Like, I have a general rule of not to panic if a player's out of the team for just 2 games, and everyone's like, oh, why are we dropping Mahrez? We're not dropped anyone. It's just like... It's just how Pep works. Pep rotates players. And if it was like 3 or 4 games in a row, then maybe. But I always felt like it's just... I'm not going to moan about a player being on the bench every now and then, because everyone's got to have that, if that makes sense. They all go for it. Some more than others maybe, but largely they all pretty much go for it. So I don't mind. It's a relatively normal thing to do. It feels relatively normal anyway. To me, it does. So we'll have to... To me, I'm sure, oh, that's interesting. I just saw that Zinchenko might be named as the captain. That's really interesting. I've just got distracted, by the way, by something I just saw on Twitter. A giant explosion in Ukraine. Did anyone else just see that on Twitter? It massively... It's just insane. So much just happened in Ukraine, and it's just entirely distracted me. But I'll try not to focus on that because it just looked terrifying. Bloody hell, Russia, for fuck's sake. Anyway, Fernandinho, Zinni as captain. I mean, given what I've just said there, Zinni as captain, it's lovely. He absolutely deserves that, and I'm just glad he's not seen what I've just seen before he started playing right now, because that's terrifying. But basically, Nicola predicts 3-1. That's the one thing, John. I can't shout Nicola anymore because she's downstairs. That's the problem with having 2 floors in a house. She can't hear me. Can't hear her to shout it. But... 3-1. What did I go for? I went for 4-0 on my prediction. I reckon it's going to be a relatively comfortable game, this, I'm looking forward to... What happens next is just a big explosion over Kiev, and it looks terrifying. Genuinely terrifying. We'll see. Hopefully it's not that. Anyway... How is everyone anyway? What's everyone's like? Go on. What's everyone's thoughts on the team? Do let me know your thoughts on it. David said he wouldn't be surprised if this goes to pens. Why, man? Why? Why would you think it'd go to pens? I think we'll be fine. Mate. I think we'll be comfortable, actually. I'm expecting a bit of a Man City masterclass tonight. I want a Man City masterclass. Fuck Peterborough, with all due respect. Like, I want to see City absolutely go at them. I really do. By the way, I'm not sure if everyone's realised that City play at 7:15 today, so half an hour from now. Like, this is an early kickoff. Did anyone else get thrown by that? It's confusing. Also, is anyone watching here from Austin in Texas? Because I'm over in Austin this weekend, in Texas this weekend, which is insane, but I am. So if anyone's watching from Austin, Texas, I'll be at the Haymaker for the game, so for the Derby game. So if you are, come and say hello to me. I'd love to meet some American Blues out there. It will be great. Jerry reckons the game will be over by half time. Do you know what, Jerry, mate? I think you're probably right, actually. I think it could be. I've got a feeling this is going to be a City masterclass today. I've got a feeling. Harrison, small man, saying, "Come on, City, come on, City, indeed." Harrison, got to get the City in there. Harrison, big love to you first and foremost. And come on, City, indeed, man. Like, I know it sounds really silly, but that, just a little bit of like, it's been a bit negative around the club recently, and not from everyone, but some fans losing their their head a little bit because we weren't perfect, which is which is the high standards that Guardiola demands. But come on, City, because I'm optimistic about today, and I kind of did want to see some young players. I did want to see McAtee and all that kind of stuff, and I did want to see, where's Cole Palmer? I would love to see Cole Palmer play, but he's just obviously injured. I heard that he's got at the moment a bit of a groin injury or something like that. It's a shame because I think Cole Palmer would have been involved in so many games at the moment, but right now he's not because, unfortunately, something's not quite right. Foden, centre attacking midfielder, family Weissman, maybe, man. I mean, I'll go over to another tab and we'll work out how everyone's going to play. Let's have a look. We'll get lineup builder up and we'll work it out. What it's going to be, I'm expecting it to be something like. Hang on. I'll build a team with you guys. 4-3-3. Let me go over to the other scene. I'm just gonna pop over to lineup builder. All right, here we go. That needs to be moved. There we go. So I reckon the team will end up being something like this. It'll be Edison in goal. We'll see, Zinni here. We'll have Ake, left centre back. Diaz, and then of course Cancelo. I'm expecting Cancelo, by the way, to drift forward quite a bit. Cancelo, I reckon, will be like pushing into midfield with Zinni. Kind of it'll be more like this, I reckon, when we got the ball. Zinni will drop a little bit deeper, and it'll be more like that, I reckon. But anyway, I'll put him back for now. But I think it'll be something like that. Zinni, of course, over here. Cancelo kind of over here. Then this is obviously going to be Ferner. I reckon it will be Foden in midfield. I've got a feeling we'll see Foden here. Obviously, who's Gundogan? I've forgotten. It is Gundogan, isn't it? Gundo. Then Grealish, I reckon, will play over here. Jesus will actually just play as a striker with Mahrez here. We could see, it could be Grealish in the midfield. It could be Foden. It could be Foden out here. Grealish could be. Oh, I accidentally dragged the little thing. Look at that. That's new. I didn't know I could do that. I'd expect Grealish. These two could be switching. These two could be switching around quite a lot. Cancelo, I'm expecting to kind of just essentially go up here when we haven't got the balls. We've got the balls in Zinchenko. I think we'll sit in a little bit, around about here kind of thing. And Diaz, this is interesting. I didn't know I could do this. Look at that, little things. And no, come here. He won't let me go backwards. He only wants to go forwards. Oh, you're so negative. Oh, there we go. And I reckon Diaz will probably push out here a tiny bit. That's how it's going to be, isn't it? Let's be honest. With Gundo just obviously pushing. I mean, Foden might be this side, I reckon. Let's switch these two around. Foden, something like this. What are you doing here? Come over here. Foden. I think Foden might be this side over here. Potentially right centre midfield, maybe. Gundo on this side. I don't know. Something like that, potentially. It'll be interesting to see. I do reckon we might see Grealish in the middle. I would like to see Grealish in the middle, actually. It'd be nice to see him. But it could be also Grealish just out wide. Jesus could, of course, he could be out wide. Jesus could be on the left. He could be Grealish as the false nine. It could be Foden there. There's many ways that we could do this. I'm expecting, though, we've got enough, we've got enough. Ali's just asked what's my predicted lineup for the derby. Well, it's going to be, I think, the derby, it'll be Walker, Cancelo, Diaz, Laporte, Rodri, Bernardo, De Bruyne. I think Grealish will play. I think Mahrez. Oh, no, Foden. Probably Sterling, Foden, Mahrez, I reckon. Something like that. Be something like that. It'd be really strong anyway. Come to Philly. I would love to come to Philly, mate, Beppy, but it's not. It ain't my money. I'm doing some work out there, so I'm very lucky. But I wish I could afford to go to Philly, but I can't afford to go to Philly. It's just not how it works, unfortunately for me. I would love to though. One day I'd love to go to Philadelphia. If you've got a world still, you know what I mean. It'd be nice if there is still a world after all this kicking off. I absolutely would go to Philly in a heartbeat. But yeah, It's a very good team, this. It's a very strong team. A very strong team. Get the likes of lads. Indeed. When are West Ham playing Liverpool? When are West Ham playing Liverpool? Are they playing... I don't, do you know what? I don't even know Liverpool's fixtures. Liverpool have got... No, they've got Norwich tomorrow in the FA Cup. West Ham play Liverpool at the weekend, so that'll be interesting. Right, anyway, off this tab, back over to here. Less of that manager stuff from me. I am not good at that kind of shit at all. I could manage Brian a little bit, mate, maybe. Saturday. City are the best team in the world, that says MMG. And do you know what? I'm inclined to think you're right, actually. I'm inclined to think you're right. It'd be great if West Ham do a job on Liverpool. It would indeed, Mark. It would indeed. This game, though, it's going to be comfortable. I mean, games like this, they're just kind of important just to... Games like this are important just to essentially reset the focus a little bit. You know, they are... You can't underestimate the value of scoring a few goals as well. You can't underestimate the value of just getting things done professionally, finding a little bit of confidence, giving Jesus, of course, some game time, Jack Grealish some game time. And of course as well, just to get, essentially just trying to find that rhythm back again. Someone just asked why Zinedine is captain. It's mainly just as a tribute, to obviously given what he's going through, Ukraine are going through at the moment personally. It's just a little honour thing for him. So that's why Zinchenko's captain. It's a really nice touch as well. Henry, I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm absolutely exhausted, but I am good. Been up since 5 a.m, travelling around London and stuff like that. Mark, everyone does hate us. Do you know what? I understand why people hate us to an extent. People never like the winners, do we? And you have to get used to being hated. They'll pretend they don't hate us, but everyone knows everyone hates Manchester City. It's just pretty much always how it is. Confidence and focus games. Yeah, do you remember when people didn't talk about rhythm so much? But it's pretty much all people talk about now, isn't it? They genuinely do. Like, constantly talking about rhythm all the time. It feels, honestly... It feels almost like it's a modern thing that Guardiola talks a lot. I mean, usually it's just, they say rhythm, but it's just an excuse to play the first team players all the time. I understand rhythm to an extent, but I do think we probably overdo it a little bit sometimes. But, what do I know? What do I know about football compared to, compared to Guardiola and all that kind of stuff? I have not. Oh yeah, the 888 sport. I mean, Joe, I've not. Mo's just mentioned the 888 sport video. We recorded that about 3 weeks ago, so I have not watched it back since then. But I remember, like the last time I did a Pep versus Guardiola debate about 2 years ago. The tone was so different, but now everyone's pretty much come round to the idea that Guardiola actually might be able to hold a candle to him. It's really changed the mood, which I find it really interesting. Yeah, that's a video, 888 Sport video I was involved in, which I've not shared on social media yet, but it's just gone live now. You can go watch it if you want to. I'm not nervous about United game. I mean, maybe I should be, but, I'm just not at all. I'm really not. I think we'll be all right against United. I think we will be. I don't feel particularly... I don't know. I don't feel... like we've got anything to worry about personally. I think we'll be all right. Oh, I stay at my hair today. I cycle through London, so it's all a bit of a mess. It's just a scruffy mess. Boy needs a haircut. But I'm not worried about United. I'm really not. I think basically, we always tend to find our best in games like that. I think not always, but we do when it matters. And I do think we'll step up and start playing good football. And I do think Guardiola will make sure the players are absolutely focused. And also, I don't really, think United are that great form. They've obviously got great players that can score goals, but... I think we'll be okay. Griffin, I've not mentioned the meeting. Cheeky allegedly had a meeting with Mino Raiola, which is fascinating. I think that's pretty much... To be honest, I reckon Haaland knows where he's going already. Haaland definitely knows where he wants to go already. And that's pretty much a given in my personal opinion. You've just got to hope it's Manchester City. I do believe that we're in a really good position for this. I do believe that, City have got an incredible project. And we're one of the only ones that can really... One of the only few that can... offer him the money and the sporting project and the comfortability and also the emotional connection. And also playing one of the biggest leagues in world football. Like Haaland, for me, it makes an awful lot of sense why he could potentially join Man City. His dad's connection, all this kind of stuff. I do reckon the Mino Raiola thing is not a big deal. I don't think, I know Guardiola doesn't like Mino Raiola, But as you said, it was Cheeky meeting Mino Raiola, and that's pretty much all that matters, really, isn't it? You know, Cheeky will do Cheeky's a diplomat. He'll do all the talking, and they'll keep each other away from each other, and they'll know about that, you know. And as Alex said as well, we've got Alvarez. So Alvarez was coming in, and he's shit hot as well. So he really is. When Alvarez will come in, I don't know. I'm hoping it's the summer, but the idea suddenly of Alvarez and Haaland is just, it's a bit naughty, isn't it? You know, it's almost ridiculous. Either way. It'd all be, it'd be frightening, Alec. It really would do. Imagine as well. Imagine Bluey, Phil Foden and Haaland on the same team. Oh, I can't really imagine much more than that. It just sounds absolutely insanely good, doesn't it? It really does. It sounds just like heaven, basically, like heaven. This game, 7:15 kickoff. It seems weird, doesn't it? A really weird kickoff. What do you reckon? Peterborough thinking about this. Does anyone know anything about Peterborough, by the way? Let me know in the comments. I don't at the moment. I honestly don't. I'm not going to pretend to. I just know who they are. I know the posh. And all I know is the old Barry Fry links, and that's pretty much it. But that's pretty much the extent of my knowledge on Peterborough. Yeah, exactly as Griffin said, Haaland went up the whole, beautiful, huh? When he walked out the Etihad. It's a beautiful stadium. They're from the borough of Peter, says Jay. Peter's borough, man. Like, it's a good borough. Lost 4 out of 5. More than that, Mo. They've lost more than that, I think. I think they lost like 7 out of the last 8 in the league or something like that. They are in bad form. Yeah, I saw that clip as well, Bluey. Like, good old Lewis. Bless him. That did go down too well for him. Sterling will choke versus AWB. I mean, I don't think he will do for what it's worth. I'm not really worried. It's hard to be worried about. It's hard to be worried about, you know. United, I just don't worry about him. It's really weird. I just don't worry about United these days. Like, they just seem so irrelevant. Doesn't mean they can't beat us, but genuinely, they do seem sort of irrelevant. It's really weird, isn't it? At United these days are just nothing more than a bit of a... They're just a meme, really, which is crazy, but that's pretty much who they are. Peterborough's recent form is shocking. Yeah, they look... I mean, I don't even know any of the players, really, either. There's normally, like, some kind of, like, player that I would have heard of or something like that, but largely, other than the striker fella... let me look at Peterborough's team. I'll get it up on the screen and see if anyone knows anything about it. I don't know anything about it. I'll get the general vibe from the fans and the comments and see if they think it's. I'll read some Peterborough replies to our starting lineup. That'll be fun, won't it? Let's have a look. Let's see what they're saying. Here's how Manchester City start tonight. They says, this is Peterborough. Oh, it's Cole Palmer complaining. Just memes saying fucking hell. What do we do to deserve this? Some reserves there. Never heard of them. Should be easy for Posh. This is going to be so easy. They're taking it well, to be fair to them. The Peterborough fans, it's not looking good for him, is it? Oh, bless him. Chuckles, I'm in danger. That's one of my favourite memes, that one. I love a good old I'm in danger one. Fuck's sake. Shameless. It is shameless, and I love it. You know what? We take it seriously. There we go. Frankie Kent's going to have his pop, apparently. Harry hates Spurs, reckons it'll be 2-0. Okay, interesting. There we go. Let's have a look at their team. I'll see what they've said about their team. Strong team, lads. This is their team. Is that their strong team? I haven't got a clue. Their best strikers on the bench, I'll know that. Clark Harris is on the bench there. These guys scored like 30 goals last season for him. That's all I know. Who else have we got? I don't know. Bender, Edwards, Kent, Smodic, Grant, Knight, Poku. Is that Jeremy Poku? Oh, I'm thinking of someone else. I'm feeling Jeremy Bogan, right? Jones, Ward, Fuchs, and Coulson. Mickey J. Jones is rapid. Is he? Is that a FIFA thing or something? Let's have a look at the replies. Callum there saying, I was going to post something hopeful, but after seeing the starting 11, we are well and truly fucked. Callum has self-awareness. Jeremy Doku for Rennes. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. That's who I was thinking of. Sorry, I'm just very tired. Now it's the quarterfinal. All the best. Be 5-0 at half time. 8-0 says Barry. They put a bet on it. My prediction is pain. Like it. Well, you know what? PFC on the Tines concert. Oh, you know what? It's quite adorable. Posh and Bray. Yeah, that's a nice meme. Shit team 8-0. They're not feeling very confident, bless them. They're not feeling very confident. Yeah, I wouldn't be feeling very confident either with them. It's almost insane, isn't it? They got to play against this, like Manchester City's team right now, like absolute madness. But you know, that is the state of this game world at the moment now. City to play strong teams, genuinely don't. Come on, City. Come on, City. Yeah, they're going for 8-0. Imagine if they don't want to bet on that. That'd be good, wouldn't it? I don't mind Grealish on the left wing. It depends what he brings to the team, doesn't it? Let's get the likes up, by the way. Please do hit the like button. It's going to be fun. Do you know what? I'm in the mood for a spanking tonight. It'd be really good. That sounds awful. That sounds terrible. For City to spank them. Oh, God, I can't believe I just said that. But I'm in the mood for City to actually go for it tonight and score a few goals. It'd be really, really nice. Please, City. Please score a few goals. Merrill's better start the weekend, otherwise I'm throwing hands as the Float Bros. Yeah, I think he will do for what it's worth, the Float Bros. Blues going to guess 4-1. Fair enough. Half-time 4-0 says Alex. Imagine if we played Boar and Wood. Are they in the team? Are they in the competition still, so? Boar and Wood? That'd be mint, wouldn't it? Absolutely mint. Normally, Mark. Not always, you know. Not always. Depends how lucky you are, I guess. Boar and Wood would be awesome. Who Boar and Wood got? Let's have a look. Boar and Wood in the FA Cup have got Grimsby. Oh, it's been postponed. No, it's not. They got Everton on Thursday. Yeah, that ain't going to end well. Yeah, the 8:15 kick off that one, an hour later than this. Nah, I'm sorry, Boar and Wood, mate, but it's not going to be good. What league are Boar and Wood even in? They're in the conference, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I did wish we saw, like, I wish Cole Palmer, I genuinely wish Cole Palmer had been playing. It would be lovely, wouldn't it? I mean, Cole Palmer right now, I feel like he would have just, Cole Palmer would have probably played about another 4 appearances in this last 2 months. Probably even scored another goal or 2 or something like that as well. But, yeah. It is what it is. Just injuries, unfortunately, isn't it? What's with Walker? I think he's suspended for this one, Al. Unfortunately, a couple of yellow cards and so on. Walker, of course, has been. What does everyone make of Walker being in and out of the team recently in general? Because Guardiola's played Stones a little bit. I know it's because he's got those 3-game ban and all that kind of stuff in European competition. But I didn't expect Stones to play, I guess, in the league as well. I do wonder if Guardiola is saying, "Well done, Kyle. Well done, you messed it up a little bit, and now I've got to play John Stones at right back to work out, you know, how it's going to go in the later competitions," because obviously Guardiola values it. But I do wonder if it's because of that, entirely because of that. It's just because Guardiola's like, I can't play Stones without practicing it. I think it is that. I think it really is that. 2 minutes for a squad cost comparison to the TV football guy. What was it? What was the cost? Was it something insane? You know? I can't even begin to imagine. Genuinely can't begin to imagine. I enjoy it though. It's good fun. I'm just going to do a quick tweet about the stream. Hang on. I think so, Mark. Yeah, I think you will be. I think you'll be available. I hope you'll be available anyway. I think he will. No, he will be. He will be. I'm almost certain. Like United, I just don't really feel the threat. I'm not trying to be a cocky here, but I just don't genuinely feel the threat. It's just something I'm not really scared about. He's suspended for the Champions League, yeah, Alec. But it's not for the other ones, of course. Cole soon come, Davey. I would love Cole Palmer to be back. This guy, I really did want it tonight to be a few academy players. Like I did want to see McAtee and so on, but they played last night. I watched EDS last night, and it was a bit of a poor game, to be honest. Actually, both sides. The City had like a lot of the ball, but couldn't really break down. It was Leicester, I think it was. Was it Leicester? Was it? I've forgotten. I'm tired. But it wasn't a classic really. They just kind of hung in a little bit as best as they could really. Love to watch him stick Ronaldo in his arse pocket. Indeed. No, oh, imagine Ronaldo against Walker, by the way. Right, Ronaldo now and Walker. It's not even close, man. It finished 0-0, Kai. 0-0, unfortunately. It was a dead boring game. Maybe he does need a rest, JM 11-11. You know, Walker, he's not going to harm him, is it, to have a bit of a rest? It's not the worst thing in the world. This is a lose-lose for United on Sunday. Sorry, they're helping out one of the two teams they hate the most. Yeah, I do love United's predicament. Of course, if they either help us or Liverpool. This is what they are now. They're just pawns in a bigger race, and they must hate that. United have become nothing more than meme fodder and just a team to potentially help us out. Of course, they're going for top four as well. They're currently in fourth, a couple of points ahead of West Ham. Arsenal, I think, currently are favourites for top four. Does anyone agree with that? I reckon Arsenal will get top four. Their form is much better than United's, in my opinion, and they've got 3 games in them and only 2 points to overturn. I think Arsenal will definitely jump United. I couldn't looking at Arsenal's fixtures. They've got coming up Watford, Leicester, Liverpool. They'll get at least 4 points from that. Even then, that would get them ahead of United. United are at the cup. Of course, they are Zetanist. They ain't doing anything important. Of course, watch United get through against Atletico. That'd be hilarious. Come on, City. Come on, Scott. Scott Denemy, legend. How you doing, Scott? You right, man? You good? You well? Come on, City. Stuff United won't be surprised if they scrape it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. Let's get to 100 likes, indeed. Spurs won their only game in a month versus what is it with us versus them, and somehow they're in the convo for top 4 too. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Jake. They do that, man. It's just a City Spurs thing. Every now and then in sport and in football, teams have these moments where they just seem to have the mental. It's just a mental thing, isn't it? They do this in football. Does this to you every now and then? I don't know why it does it, but it does. Absolute fuck Spurs. I hate Spurs. The Spurs curse is very real. It is what it is. I really want to see Delap today. God, I really want to see Liam Delap. I was on the 9320 podcast, and as I said, I was a big fan of the beautiful brutality of Liam Delap. And I still maintain I am. I love it. I love Delap, but we'll see. It is what it is. We're only like 10 minutes away from kickoff now, which feels strange at this time of day, but that's how it is these days. It's on iPlayer. It's on ITV, Andrew. I haven't got a TV in this room, but I'm going to get on. I'm on itv.com/hub, the online ITV. I don't know if it's behind or not. I'm hoping it isn't behind, but I hope, I'm watching live on ITV on my laptop anyway. I need a TV in here, but I haven't got a TV, and I can't afford a TV, so there we go. I would love a TV to watch these games. Maybe one day. I wonder if I could just link Sky up to my monitor. Is that possible? Does anyone know if that's possible? Thinking about getting Sky because I'm bored of the delays in the stream. Is that Kai saying it's usually delayed? No. Delap has become really good at dropping and driving the ball. To be honest, Bluey's always been good at that, man. He's that's been one of his strengths since I've been watching the academy. He's very good at getting his head down and running at people. It's one of his kind of bulldozing techniques, isn't it? It's what makes him so. The problem is about Sky Go, Bluey, is that it's just delayed as well. Like the only way like you can get things not delayed is via the Sky Direct, isn't it? That's the thing. Like all the BT Sport Online and all the online things are always so delayed, but so far. I don't understand why they are, but it is what it is. But it's yeah. Everyone watch on the ITV hub. That'll be massively appreciated. Harry for Haaland for me, mate. I'm pretty confident. I feel like City have got as good a chance as anyone. I think it's probably 50-50 between City and Real Madrid, and that's the kind of thing. I like those odds personally. I really like them. Do you stream it, Scott, over there when you're watching the game? Do you stream it as in like, is it one of those things where I need to update the bottom, by the way, Zinchenko being the captain. But are you streaming or are you watching it on TV, Scott? And it also, when you stream it over there, is it on a delay? I'm curious. Because I've got a VPN, so I might have to look into that if it's not on a delay. I'm just updating the bottom ticker thing, because Zinchenko needs to be the captain. Sorted it. He should be captain now. Let's have a look. Is he captain now? There we go. Zinchenko's captain now, which he is. Which is great stuff. Come on, Zinny, man. Come on, Zinny. Oh, okay. You got it on cable. Interesting. Also, if anyone's got Sky, I'm in the back room away from the main TV, away from where the Sky cables go. How do I get Sky upstairs without having to drill cables through all the walls and stuff like that? Is that possible? Does anyone know that? I don't even know. Declan Rice rumours. I don't really see Declan Rice coming to Manchester City personally. I don't think we need Declan Rice. Weirdly, he's almost like too strong a signing for where we are right now. Like, I don't really think we need it. Like, we just need a young player or an obvious backup. Get the striker in and worry about another midfielder. To be honest, I would still be trying to find like a bargain midfielder. Somebody can come in, like maybe Romeo Lavia if he develops in the right level. You know, hopefully he will do. Come on, City. Come on, City. I've got an IPT, but all channels of the world. To be honest, it's more just the TV thing. Am I a City fan? Of course I'm a City fan. City 1894. Lifelong City fan, mate. I'm wearing a silver t-shirt as well. Yeah, I sort of agree, Scott, though. At what point do we say... What point do we say that Cancelo is just a left-back these days, you know? He feels like his best football is often at left-back. Zinchenko just is a left-back these days, you know? I sometimes think we need a right-back instead as an alternative to Kyle Walker, you know? Maybe we don't, but... Like, I would love a proper, like, left-footed... What I would love is a left-footed attacking left-back, because Zinchenko is not a left-footed attacking left-back, you know? I would like that. But I do wonder if Guardiola likes the variety we got with the players. I don't know. I'm all right, Caleb. I've got ITV Hub today. I'm all right. I'm on ITV, so I'm all good, mate. Guys, I think it'd be nice with Rodri and Rice. We'd also help with our counter-attacking frailties. I don't actually think we have counter-attacking frailties, weirdly. Like, we've not had any at all this season. It's just against Spurs, where for some reason all the players just bottle it. Like, I sort of think it was self-inflicted. If any of them at any point just kept the ball better or sat on Kane, we'd be fine. It just felt like we made errors as opposed to having frailties. Because, like, we're not exactly conceding loads of counter-attacking goals this season, are we? It's just like a moment. It's like a lapse of concentration, and I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there, but it doesn't feel like it's been a weakness that we've constantly suffered this season. It's just Spurs have this thing over us where we just switch off. I don't know. Leicester as well. Yeah, to an extent, actually. Yeah, I mean, we had those. It's a little bit actually against Leicester. We'll see. I don't really like... I think Stones is a pretty decent right-back, Harry, but he's obviously not like a... I don't think he's a full-time solution at right-back, personally. He's fine, don't get me wrong, but I would still like... I would like a proper right-back. Like Vinay just mentioned Issa Kabor. Karan mentioned him as well. Yeah, Karan said we need a right-back. There's one City player who won African Young Player of the Year, Young Player of the Tournament. Issa Kabor, he's on loan at... Where's he on loan at? He looks like a really good player. But he's from Burkina Faso, I think. He's on loan at Troyes. So he's playing in League One at the moment. Doing really well. He's having a breakout season. I think he could be a bit of a gem in the making. Really physical as well, which is always good. You want someone who's obviously... he can get forward really well and have a good turn of pace. Though Blue reckons he's a bit more of a winger, not ideal defensively. Well, I mean, you know, it's nice to have... I'm sure we can improve his defensive... capabilities, but it's good to have him in the box anyway. You know, always having these players with a little bit of variety to the game. If he gets injured, then another injury, we have no experienced centre back. Yeah, I think, to be honest, I still think Stones might even be our best centre back. Does anyone else agree with that? Like, I kind of wish Stones was playing more generally in the middle. I did City the 1894. We chatted about earlier about the meetings, and I think it's really intriguing. I think it matches up with everything that we've heard about City being in a really good position, because I think we are. So I'm pretty confident. So I reckon, yeah, he's not 17. I think he's a lot older than that, isn't he? He's 20, mate, David. So I think you're a bit wrong there. He's 20 years old. He says 21 in May. So I think you're thinking out the wrong person. If he was 17, I'd be very excited given what he's doing. Yeah, probably Bobby, but I do think Stones is fantastic. I really like Stones. I think Stones is brilliant last season. I agree. Stones is centre back. He's too tall and a bit off pace for flanks, in my opinion. I think he's fine as a backup, and I think he's fine against most teams. But I don't think he's a right back personally. He's just like he's a good, He's kind of like you've got a leaky window and he's a bit of sealant, And that's what he is. But he's not. He still needs a new window. You know what I mean? Like it's only a temporary solution, and the sealant can work really well sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I'm literally speaking from experience there. We got all our windows leaking upstairs. Sealant can be really useful, but you still need a new window frame. And that's what Stones is for me. Just he's sealant. You know what I mean? Fantastic, but he ain't a new window, and that's what I want sometimes. What do you think of Pedro Porro? He looks cracking player, Pedro Porro. I kind of wish you were going to see more of him, but it looks like we've already agreed to sell him. Maybe we haven't, but I think maybe the problem Pedro Porro's got, and any other right backs have got, is that they've got Kyle Walker ahead of them and Joao Cancelo. It's really difficult to get into the City team, isn't it? Really difficult. I did City in 1894. I've just chatted about it a minute ago, mate. I did, and I think Haaland. I think we're in a good position for Haaland. I actually believe that's true. Doesn't mean we're going to sign him, but I think we are in a good position to sign him in general. Sup, Steve? Says Dig Vijay. I'm good, mate. How's everyone's day been exactly? Tell me about your day. What you all been up to? Talk to me. I hope you're all well. I was in London today doing some more filming with 888. I had to get up at 5:30 to get to London for filming at 11. And if anyone lives in London, bloody hell, that tube strike. Tiring. Not so good, Masoon. Why, mate? Okay, Mark. I would, because I have a beautiful wife that I love dearly. Of course I would. That's why I think we need to left back, because Kyle Cancelo are amazing on the right, and Zini exactly excellent in my opinion. One more left back. Maybe, yeah, but Kyle Cancelo never plays on the right, does he? It's so weird. I think we just need a full back of either side, and we're sorted. Come on, City. I did indeed, Karen. To be honest, I don't really follow the women's team much. It's nothing personal. I just don't. I don't have much interest. But I saw the goals. They're beautiful. The chip goals. The quality. The Lat one's interesting. I think there's a good chance he might go if we do sign him. We'll have to see. Why is ITV behind? That's annoying. ITV's behind on the stream. That's so painful. You think ITV wouldn't be far behind, wouldn't you? But it is. Cheers, ITV. It's mad that ITV's just delayed. Come on, City. I'm going to check to see if any of the actual stream things are ahead. Sure, no spamming. Alright, and we are underway. Come on, City, man. I like the white kit. It's nice, isn't it? It's a good kit. Nah, Scott, no one cares about you coming to Europe, and I mean that in a nice way. Like, Europe's such a big place. It's like, it's a massive place. It's like, you're not judging me. If something was kicking off in Peru, you wouldn't be judging me for going to America, would you? Of course you wouldn't. As big. I know what you're getting at, but it's not incentive to come to Europe, because you're not exactly gonna. I don't think it's insensitive at all, Scott. Don't worry about it. You're a holiday book. Life goes on until it doesn't go on. So I'm meant to be going to Germany in about 2-3 weeks. I'm not sure if I will be. Alster, good to see you, pal. How you doing? You alright? Right, well, anyway, come on, City. So where's everyone playing? Looks like Jesus is through the middle. Seems pretty obvious. Oh! Jesus just nearly scored. Bender, man, what are you doing? Nearly scored from the goal kick there. I'm alright, Alster. The world's driving me mad, mate. The world's driving me crazy. Stressed, not sleeping very well because of the world. And I've been up a long day, but I'm good. Looking forward to this game, mate. I'm looking forward to this game. So where's Grealish? Grealish is on the left, Foden's in the middle. That's interesting. I've been waiting to see Foden in the middle. I know it's only Peterborough, so to speak, but go on, Jack. Nice, Jack. But I do want to see Foden. Go on. Foden excel himself in the middle and prove something. Scott, honestly, mate, once again, say it. Like, literally no one cares about you travelling here. Like, people are flying on planes all the time, every day, don't worry about it. I'm nervous about going to Austin the weekend and the world kicking off and not being able to get back to Europe. That's what I'm nervous about. Don't want to leave my wife behind. I'm alright, officer, don't worry. I'm perfectly fine. I just bloody hate the world being a massive dickhead, don't it? The world constantly. City, best in the land in all the world. Come on. I've never been to Austin. What can I expect from Austin? Yeah, I don't know anything about Austin. Great spot. I'm going to hang over with the people at Haymaker, which would be great. Let's get this. Tons of amazing music and food. I mean, I'm not deciding what to do when I'm there. Lots of people say the accents. Great accents. I love the Texan accent. It's great. Go on, Riyadh. Oh, I love seeing Phil in the middle on the ball. It's great. Already I'm enjoying just Phil. Just like... Go on, Cancelo. The Texan drawl. Howdy, Barton. I know everything about Texas. Other than they've got good barbecue food, rodeos. Right, come on, Zinny. Oh, Zinny. He's absolutely scuffed it. Yeah, y'all. I don't like the y'all thing either. It's you all. Yeah. I didn't know that, Scott. Didn't know that. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how Grealish gets on today. Like, obviously, a few games out, some people suspected it could be a disciplinary thing. We don't know if it is or not. We'll have to see, won't we? But I'm curious to see how this goes. It's interesting that people are talking about kick clash. I'm not seeing the kick clash, weirdly. I'm colourblind, so I do struggle sometimes, but it's a bit confusing, but I'm not too bad. I think it's the best we can get, really, with the kits. Roundabout and axes are an interesting mark, aren't they? Yeah, I can see this kick clash. It is a bit of a one, but I'm slightly colourblind, so I struggle. If there's contrast between the two kits, I'm fine. And like if one's darker than the other, notably, which to me it is, so it doesn't. I don't struggle too much with it. Doesn't like the players are either, to be fair. Unlucky Riyadh. You've rented a private driver from Manchester to London, Scott. Blimey, mate. That's bougie, man. That's like a 4 or 5 hour drive. You're driving from London to Manchester. That's a long drive, pal. Yeah, we do look up for this. I agree, Alec. Play Gundo. Lovely. Bougie. It's more just that it's very bougie, mate. But it's more just how long it'll take you. Oh, Riyadh, what have you done, Riyadh, you plonker? Hey Jay. All right, Kansas Jay. Yeah, the atmosphere. Yeah, not everyone's nervous, but I am. I am shitting it. Brink of World War III, aren't we? But you know, I'm all right, holding up. Your mum and dad are like the. So, are you spending a couple of days in London, Scott? Yeah, Windbane, I agree. This is a good chance, isn't it, to get like get our feet back under the table and get you know, a little bit of consistency back. Oh, that's a good shout, Scott. Cotswolds is beautiful, mate. Absolutely beautiful. Me and Nicola went there and loved it. It's proper old England. It's what you want to see. Hopefully the weather's good for you because it's pretty miserable at the moment. But it's still beautiful even when it's miserable. It still looks like we could score early. Windbane smells. Probably true. I mean, technically we all do. Costadel, Manchester, Witham, sure. Yeah. Is this Jones, that the really fast guy? Zake looked like he knew he was fast there. Oh, was it actually our trip that convinced you, Scott? Now the Cotswolds is one of those beautiful places in the country. Shame you haven't got time to go to like not just the Cotswolds, like people like the Lakes or Scotland. Go on, Cancelo. Cancelo's about. Oh, Cancelo just been absolutely stupid. I love the way Grealish. Really nice footballist, by the way. Really nice. They're absolutely taking the piss here, technically. Look at the quality this football has in it. That was great fun. Like, Man City not do a drag back challenge. Like, how many times did they just do a step over then? Good fun this game. Yeah, Scotland's a beautiful place. Cancelo, Windbane, like I remember was it against Wickham or Swindon? It was against Swindon. Swindon, where I felt like he just looked. You saw the quality of him. I know, obviously, we know he's got quality, but he just looked like the one as miles ahead of everyone else. Weirdly, technically. Oh God, they're in behind. Big save that from Edison. Genuinely a big save. Yeah, I think the keeper was saving anyway, but good hands, Edison. Good hands. A little bit of a scare there, weren't they? Oh, thank you so much, Mark. Thank you so much, Mark. You absolute legend. To the Bedroom TV Fund. Yeah, it will be. I need to work out logistically how to do it. Alex Jenkins was 10-0 loss. Alex, how you doing, man? How you doing? Can't see the City losing this. But Mark, you're a legend. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Absolutely appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Hero. Got a bit of life to this game, hasn't it? It's got a bit of life to it. Good ball from Ferner. Really good ball. I think we're going to score. I think we'll score inside the next 5 minutes. That's my prediction. I agree, Daniel. I agree. 3-0. I think, yeah. I think it might even be more than 3-0, but I do think they'll be brave. But I think as soon as we score a goal, the quality difference is going to really show. The thing is, they're looking for a little bit of momentum and a little bit of positivity, but we could crush them. Jesus did really well there. Good tackle, defenseman. Yeah, Edwards did well there against Jesus. Come on, LK. Big. Oh, good. Decent corner. Is that the same Fuchs that used to play for Leicester or whatever it is? There was one, wasn't there? It's a Christian Fuchs. Now he plays for Charlotte FC now. Okay, that's interesting. It's a different one. I think he is available, Novocaine. Don't worry. I presume he will be, Walker. Go on. Oh, unlucky Riyadh. 5 more likes indeed. 5 more likes to 100. Go on, lads. You can do it. I do like seeing Phil a bit more on the ball. That's the one thing about Phil as a false nine. He's good and he's kind of like selfless, but you do want to see him on the ball more, don't you? Like Phil's at his best when he's twisting and turning and trying to create a little bit of space. Corner. Way fans sound great again, always. And do you know what? I don't know anything about Peterborough. Like, you know, the actual place. Can anyone tell me facts about Peterborough? It's like middle of nowhere, isn't it? Sorta. Our away support is amazing, Daniel. Like the away fans are always. I've been a few away games in my time, of course, and they're just fantastic. And they know it as well. Actually, I think they've got better and better. Cheers, Alistair. I'd like to say you were the first to make the joke, but you weren't. I appreciate it though, you know? It's pure dad jokes territory. And that works for me. It's in Cambridgeshire. Nice Belay BCTV. Go on, Riyadh. They play in blue. It's a good one, that, Mate. Ah, come on, City. There's the US Air Force Base. Okay. Do they have nuclear? Can they shoot down nuclear bombs? Brian, might be useful. I didn't know there's a US base. That's interesting. Good old Peterborough. In their little borough. What's the nearest major town? I guess they'd say Peterborough, or city. Good defending. What minute do we all reckon? Cambridge, is that actually true, Alistair? Is it Cambridge? What minute do you reckon the first goal is going to be? I'm going for 22. 22. Do you know what? I don't even know where it is, mate, Brian. I haven't got a clue. Sorry, Mike. City in England, let's have a look. Oof. Booking. That's got to be a booking for Ake. That's a yellow. It's a bit sloppy, though, wasn't it? Bit sloppy, that, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm disappointingly sloppy. Come on, City. What minute that City going to score? And I'm going for 22nd minute. Or the first goal, maybe. Hopefully, City. I would love Zinni to score today, by the way. Absolutely. Get a penalty, let Zinni have it. Don't worry, Jason. I'm not too desperate for Peterborough facts. I was just messing around, pal. Don't worry about it. 25th minute. Okay. Never won the first division. Won the first division. Or the FA Cup. Good facts. Or the League Cup. Are you saying they're a Tin Pot club? they're gonna beat us today, aren't they? Let's be honest. Do you reckon Grealish will ever just shave all his hair off and go for a skinhead? Oh, it'll say at the bottom there, next to me, Heston. There. I'm watching on the iPlayer, not iPlayer, sorry, ITV Online. So if you go on ITV Online, if you can, mate, then you'll catch up with me. When Ben, it's too late, mate. I've already tweeted out. Oh, Pablo Zabaleta, he is the fucking man. The Zabaleta song's out with the away fans. Get the Zabaleta song. Exactly, Disrazai. That's what... Cancelo's giving it away. But that's what he does, Grealish. He's really good at keeping the ball. What, by his headband as well, Daniel? Just a bulb head with a headband on. Kind of want to see it, I'm not going to lie. So I was in a video today for 888 Sport. I was down in London doing some filming. A bit of a spoiler for the topic here. And one of the things we're talking about was the top 5 Premier League forwards of all time. Who are your top 5 Premier League forwards of all time? Gives you a list. Gives you top 5 list. He's offside by a mile. He's offside. We realised as well how much like modern forwards have changed it. It used to be just strikers number 9, but now people like Salah, you got to consider him. We need to move it quickly and crisply. We do indeed. That's some big burst, big bump. Rocky Santa Cruz is on there, not Negredo. That's a good shout. I think I might have gone for the same, Bobby. No, I said Kane potentially, but then Salah, I agreed. It's Salah or Kane for me. Bet they do, Kathleen. Do you know what? I've been trying to go to Ramsbot United, but they're always playing at the same time. Sterling use, that's interesting. Got all the Burt points going. Everyone's going for Aguero. The pitch is terrible. It really is. It's like a... That's interesting as well. You've left out Rooney, Winbane. I think Rooney's on the list personally. Suarez, you got to consider people like Suarez, Bergkamp, Drogba, even Fowler. Andy Cole's one of the greatest goal scorers in Premier League history. I don't think he's on the list for me personally. Aguero, Tevez, Jaco Balotelli, Edison. It does look like it's a bad pitch. It really is. I kind of admire the shitness of it. Van Nistelrooy, Aquavite. It's a good shout. There's been some ballers in the Premier League. There really has, hasn't there? You realise when you go through the list. I think I went for Henry first. Sorry, lads. I think Henry's probably the best forward the Premier League's seen. Oh, lovely touch, Grealish. Oh. But then I went for Henry, Aguero. I think I went after that. Shearer, Rooney, and then Salah or Kane. I struggled. Drogba was great, but I know, like Drogba had a couple of like amazing seasons, but then he genuinely was a little bit indifferent often. I know you shouldn't just judge entirely on stats, but Drogba's did, like, Sterling's got more goals than Drogba. Like, he did kind of let himself down a little bit for the goal. He had him, I don't think he had him in the top 5 today either, Kai, when we were talking. Drogba ahead of him. I was like, Drogba hasn't got, all Drogba's got over Aguero is the Champions League, but that's not enough in my opinion. Cantona, maybe. Van Persie does deserve a shout, Kyle. Do you know what? We forgot about him today, Van Persie. Absolutely does. Ronaldinho was, but we're talking about Premier League, obviously. Bergkamp was brilliant. We did also today. We did a combined 11 of all time in the Premier League of United and Liverpool. Combined United, because obviously we're talking about games United Liverpool in a couple of weeks. He scuffed a shot there, Gundogan, hasn't he? Demba Ba, like combined United and your Liverpool all-time Premier League 11. What would you guys go for? Cristiano, we didn't go for Cristiano just simply because he was not in the Premier League long enough. I think that was probably fair enough because his best years were at Real Madrid, and I think that's probably fair. Suarez was relatively similar. But what about, like, overall legacy and all that kind of stuff? But for the United Liverpool combined team was interesting. We had a good debate on that as well. Good. Oh, unlucky. It's been a bit scrappy this, hasn't it, the first 25 minutes? Play Mahrez. We're not, we're not creating anything. It's just, I don't know, we're not, which is interesting. I think it's one of those things where it'll click, though, and then we'll just create loads of chances, I reckon. Thank you so much, Jason. Really appreciate it, mate. Wow, actually, that's an interesting line. What momentum are they on about? Would anyone watch it if I started making general football content, like in terms of like not just City content? I've been thinking about doing this for a while. I don't know how or when, but I've been thinking about doing it. I didn't know where to put it either. On a new channel, on this channel. What should I call it as well if it's a new channel? City Club United. The Premier League's in the chat. The Premier League's just dropped an F in my chat. The Premier League, man. What are you having a go at me? Go on, Jack. Maybe Jason. Maybe, yeah. I'm not decided. Esteemed Kompany goes nationwide. Yeah, damn right. I'm going global, boy. Going global. Soccer PM. But I'm not. I hate the word soccer. Sorry, Yanks in the chat. Windbane, just dad jokes, great. Do you know what, ASG? I'm prepared for that, and I literally get it all the time anyway. But I would just, as long as I wouldn't be rude about it, so I could just block any trolls. The Welsh say soccer too. It's because of the rugby, isn't it? Association rugby. But dad's Welsh. He says football, but then he's been living in England since he was 16. To be fair. What good for Portsmouth, Alec? What about Peterborough? Hello, Myresh. How you doing? You good, pal? Oh, Cancelo trying to Freddy through the eye of the needle. We've got we've got him behind them so many times down the channels, but we're just not creating anything. No one's ever been Peterborough ASG. No one even knows where Peterborough is. All these people, they're just their holograms. Only true rugby is rugby league. How dare you defile the 6 nations now? Maybe the 7 nations. How dare you? Union, good old Union. Come on, City. I'm singing along. Does anyone else do that at home, by the way? Do you ever sing along to the chants when the commentary, when it's on in the background? You've been to Peterborough, mate. And thank you, Shire. I'm enjoying doing it. Unfortunately, there's no watch along this weekend because I'm in America. But, it's good as reason as any, I guess. It's not very good, this, is it? It's not been great so far. I'm not concerned or anything like that. I think we'll be fine. We'll find it's. I think it's a matter of time. I'm not overly concerned. I think Grealish is playing well, by the way. Oh, lucky on though. Such a beautiful man, Grealish, isn't he? And Gundo. I was a bit of a rugby fan when I was younger. I've got a Welsh dad, so that's it. The Welsh love rugby. So when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of Union. And I watched a bit of League every now and then. I saw, I watched St. Helens against Wigan Warriors and all that kind of stuff. But do you know what? I'm a bit of a lapsed rugby fan. I used to really like rugby. I used to like a lot of sports. I used to really be into cricket, F1. I used to watch a bit of golf every now and then. Just a bit of snooker. This is lovely football here. Go on, Jack. And what was that finish? Jack. That was a really nice bit of football. That even Guardiola appreciated it, but Jack's absolutely ballooned it. I know he's right-footed, but I kind of wish he'd cut onto his left then and just smacked it. Because they'll expect him to go on his right foot so much that I don't think they'll be able to do it. Aquavite is a young goalkeeper, mate. He's just a goalkeeper. Kieran Slicker. City Slicker. He's a good keeper for the EDS, and he's a good player as well. He's just there to make up the numbers, really. I mean, he's not a great finisher in general, Grealish. No, McCann. But I don't necessarily think he's looking confidence. He just needs to find that instinct in front of goal. But some players do that, by the way. It takes them a bit of time, and then it clicks for him. Maybe it is confidence in front of goal. Maybe it is that. They're loving this Peterborough fans, aren't they? They really are. I want to see more of... come on, Jack. I want to see more of Foden on the ball. Do you drink another beer? Of course you fucking do. On that note, I want Nicola's got some of these, like... I want a cider. I'm going to message Nicola. I am going to message Nicola for a cider. She's definitely not watching. She can hear me. I've just texted her. There was not much in that, was it? There's not much in that, for crying out loud. Like, he just went for the ball, you know. It looks painful, but he didn't do anything wrong. He's just going for the ball. The wanker shouts were good fun, actually, to be fair. Old school. Old school. I must admit, Fernandinho can be snide, but I don't think he's been that snide there. You know, he's not an absolute bellend, you know. No Sterling against, Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, absolutely not. I think Sterling will be alright against Wan-Bissaka. I think he's got this covered. He's got it covered. Don't worry. Is there anyone in good form for United at the moment? Who's the biggest threat for United? What are you drinking, Scott? Anyway, what are you drinking? I just text Nicola for alcoholic drink. I want one. She'll bring one up for me, bless her. Even though I'm exhausted, I feel like I need it to loosen myself up. Is it the low? Do you know what? I don't even know who's starting for United at the moment. I'm going to check. Winbane. Let's have a look. United at the moment. The other day when they played Watford, a right back for them was Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he's useless. Against... Lindelof played right back against Atletico. Interestingly. Against Leeds, the right back was... Yeah, Wan-Bissaka. Against Brighton, the right back was Dalot. No, there's no guarantee. Alanga, yeah. Alanga's got pure score a goal against us on the counter vibes, hasn't he? Which I hate. Nice. I need to go to a game one day, Alistair. Again. Just find myself doing anything other than it. Oh, Morris, come on. That was pathetic, mate. Did you, how are Leeds doing in the rugby these days, Alistair? Yeah, Sean Tellers often mixed in. Yeah, I mean, they are biased. I mean, to be honest, they sort of are. I mean, like, I sort of understand it when it's a smaller team, because you always want the upset. You know, you do. As a broadcaster, you want the big story. Like, no one wants to see... The broadcasters don't want to see City win 5-0 against Peterborough. They want to see Peterborough make a tie of it, because it's the FA Cup and all that. But I wish they would hide it a little bit, you know? Practically begging for it. No worries, Sir Sam. My pleasure, mate. Oh, okay, Alistair. Come on, City. Foden needs to be a little bit more on the ball. Scotch ale. Lovely. Yeah, Peterborough are making it relatively difficult for us. We'll be fine, but they are. Go on, Jack. He's got such a lovely cadence to his game, Jack. Like, genuinely the way he strolls around. It's mightily impressive, isn't it? Mara's probing here as usual. Fernandinho. Cornferner. Diaz's attempt there crossing the ball. I think I prefer him on the left, Novocaine, Cancelo. There's like he's a unique prospect out there. I did like it when Cancelo became this, like, remember when he was like almost like a false right back number 8 when he was bombing forward. It was a centre back's cross. To be honest, I don't know why Diaz is even bothering crossing from there. The longer it goes, the more confident Peterborough get, I guess, because they only need put it into their lightning quick forward. I've not had any pancakes, Mark. No, I've been out of the house since 5 o'clock, got home, and then went straight online. So I need some pancakes. Get my bag out. Need my glasses. Hello, bag. This is my bag. It's a Vans bag. And my glasses. I've got contacts in. They're very dry right now. Scott, I hate to... Scott, you're a legend. City till I die, City till I die. No, I'm sure I'm City till I die. And also Scott put, I would love to see some in so we can get the academy on. Unfortunately, Scott, there's none on the bench, mate. As you can see, there's no academy lads, so we ain't going to see any. I love your energy as always, Scott, but just look, unfortunately, Guardiola hasn't got any academy lads on the bench today. Which is shite. As you can see, the bench is just their first teamers, mate. But I'm devastated about that. I would love to see McAtee or Delap or Palmer, and Palmer's injured, or Lavia or something like that. But unfortunately, or Dozy or Keiki. But it's just the bench is a really strong bench. But that's Guardiola. Guardiola's going to Guardiola. We got Slicker on the bench, but he's not bringing on a goalkeeper, is he? Oh well, Scott, still. I'm City till I die, I'm City till I die. I know I am, I'm sure I am, I'm City till I die. Come on, you Blues. Come on, you Blues. He's letting you down. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. I'm really not shitting myself for the derby, Sripzan. I don't know why I'm not. I think we'll step up. We aren't in form at the moment. We're doing alright, but we're not in great form. I think that's understandable. Admittable, sorry. Pass the balls, didn't he? I've been to that Japanese place, Mark, and it was great. Me and Nicola went, and I had the bao buns, and it was great. Go on, Phil. Come on, lads. Goal before half time. Gundo. Big chance, Gundo. Yeah, it's a decent chance after Gundo. He's not probably going to score from there with a header because he needs to glance it more, doesn't he? Hello, Jamadi. Good to see you, Jamadi Buffet. Yeah, Mark, they are. It's a great restaurant. We really enjoyed it. Went a couple of weeks back. Oh, great. I want to go now, actually said that. Zinni does want a goal today, and I suspect it's because he's probably wearing a t-shirt underneath, understandably, but yeah. He's had 3 long-range shots already in the first half. I don't think that's a coincidence. I'm exhausted. I think Grealish has been alright today, flocking sheep so far. I think he's been one of the better players. Obviously, he scuffed the shot wide, but... Oh, lucky isn't he? The thing is, ASG, we do need a striker, but we're not creating any chances, so... like, it's not really like... Strikers don't create chances as such. They do, technically away, but they're a decent little header for their Jesus, but that wasn't an easy chance. Do you know what we're crying out for me? We're crying out for people who can beat people. So how often last year did Phil Foden create so much space for us by running at people and drawing two men out of the way? That stuff, we're lacking a little bit of... we need players that can make people commit defensively, you know, and draw a little bit of space. Though I must admit, like a busting striker, like a Tevez or something like that would be great, wouldn't it? You know, so we can actually make things happen themselves. Accidentally just knocked my camera there. Sorry. I'm going to take my contact lenses out 1 sec. Yep, there's one out. Do not let my camera turn around. And the other. My eyes were so dry. Oh, I needed that so much. Done. Oh, that was desperately needed. Pain. Sorry about that. Oh, better. Friday, mate. Friday. I'm leaving on Friday to Austin. I do, flocking sheep. I haven't got it on me. They're downstairs, and I thought, oh, Nicola's knocking. Hello. It's been a while. What have you been doing? Sorry? Cheers. Got the drink. Sorry? No, thank you. You turned into your dad? In what way? I needed a drink. I really needed a drink. Jones has unsettled Ake a little bit, to be fair. I have Chaplin's Court, whatever that is. Somerset Vintage Cider. I've always had glasses, Wimbane. But, you know. no, Fortnite bot doesn't like Man City, okay. It is a shit pitch, I agree, Solomon. Like, it should be better for championship level. This is not, you know. This is... It's a very well-to-do league. Fuchs done really well there. Fuchs done great against Fernandinho. It's good. It's a good block, flocking sheep. I love it. It's going a bit flat now, right now. So it's gone boom instead of bidding. That's the Mario block there above my shoulder. I know I won't do a Ronaldo thingy because I can't stand it, Fortnite bot. Sorry, mate. I absolutely hate it. Ah, Gabby! It was poor. He's onside. He's miles onside as well. Nah, he should kick that, man. That's an air shot. It's not like, yeah, he should at least make connections with it, shouldn't he? So, half time. Let me just do the whole tweet. Yeah, not much to talk about there. Let's be honest. Not not a particularly exciting game of football. That really was it. The biggest of dead rubbers. Right, 0-0 at half time. I actually realised as well. I had to absolutely forgot to update the thumbnail and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this hasn't been good half of football so far. It's been just kind of like meh. It's been meh, hasn't it? It hasn't been perfect. It hasn't been terrible. It hasn't been good. It's just been kind of meh, really. We are playing a pretty strong team as well. Like, it's a strong team, of course, against Peterborough. You do want to see a little bit more, don't you? You really do. You know, you want to see City actually create a few more chances. I'm not panicked or anything like that. It is kind of, there's a few players trying to find fitness, and probably will be okay. And I do think we'll go up another level. But it hasn't been a good half of football so far. I do want to see a little bit more from Man City. I do want to see a little bit more ingenuity, or see a little bit more creativity, maybe some more risks being taken. It feels very much like we're repeating the same thing over and over again. I kind of want to see Foden, trying to be taking control of the game a little bit more, making a little bit of space on the half turn, running at people. I've not seen that Foden drive for a while. The one where he turns on the spin and runs past people, that acceleration he's got. I've not seen that for a little bit. And I want to see a little bit more from Foden. I think Grealish has been all right. He's been okay. I think Mahrez has been, he's done all right. It's overall, the team so far has been functional. It's been functional. Peterborough have defended pretty well, but it isn't. I wouldn't say we've been that hard to defend against. That's what's sort of frustrating me. I don't think we've given them. It all feels very formulaic. 2 blocks of 4, a block of 4, block of 5, and you can kind of just sit and kind of just follow the runners a little bit easily. It looks very one pace is the way I can put it. There was one little moment of football where the 1-2s were really nice, which led to Grealish running at the full-back, and then of course he cut in and skied it. But other than that, there's not too much to it. It's very much City getting down the channels, trying to pull it back. No one's really making the near post run. So every time we got in the channels, be it Gundogan, Cancelo, Mahrez, whatever, or Foden, nothing's really happened. I think Grealish has been alright, actually. I think Grealish has been one of the better ones. But I think overall, it's been just functional. I wouldn't say it's been fluid. I wouldn't say it's been interesting. I'm not embarrassed or worried or anything like that. But our form has dipped. It has dipped a little bit. I can't deny that. So yeah, I don't know. What are you on about, Season? You're in the chat. Peterborough. The only thing is, obviously, the worry is that Peterborough will be really confident right now. They will be they'll be confident because they haven't really shown a really strong hand, and all they need is their forward, that Jay Jones fellow, whatever he's called. He's got an awful lot of pace. He has caused Ake and Diaz a little bit of trouble in behind. One little bit of break, and this forward sees at the moment in the stars, and we might struggle here a little bit. And then you look at the bench as well, and we've got some good players to come on potentially. Obviously Sterling and so on, and Rodri, Bernardo, De Bruyne, but we shouldn't have to be. Shouldn't have to be looking at them. And I actually agree with MCFC at 894. Delat would have been suited to this. He would have been. But 0 shots on target, says Bayaji. That's probably not good enough. Okay, I'm not fuming or anything like that, but it isn't good enough. Our form has dropped off. Sometimes it can happen for what it's worth. It's very much, form is so psychological, isn't it? For whatever reason, a little bit of belief disappeared from the side, and it pretty much stems. We were kind of heading towards it, I reckon. You think about the Arsenal game and so on. We were kind of going that way a little bit. But I'm not worried. I do think we'll kind of find a way through it, and we usually do find a way through it. Something will happen. We'll have a good performance. It might be that United kicks the starters again. It could be that United. Season, I'm not sure if you're trolling or not, but Mendy's in jail, mate. That's literally the answer. So you could just Google it, It's not hard to Google it, Season, but you're trolling. Because if not, you're on the internet and you haven't Googled where the player is, then I think you're trying too hard. If not, you're being lazy. So Google it. I think we just need... When I'm thinking about it, to be honest, I would be trying to commit to some Oh, the time is going still. Thank you so much for the heads up there. I think I would basically... I would try and basically draw them out a little bit. Some long range shots at halftime would be really, really useful. James with the super chat, the not so super chat, just the sad chat, I guess it would be, saying, "Hello, Stephen. Just came to say this game has been crap and a waste of my evening." Yeah, a waste of my evening too, pal. James Legand, yeah, you're not wrong, man. It's it's been an absolute dire game of football so far, and hopefully it gets a bit better for you, man, because this ain't the good shit, is it? What's Roy Keane saying on ITV? Elliot, is that actually Elliot? My man, Elliot. Grealish having a mare. I'm not sure fully. No, he's scuffed some shots. I'll give you that. I think he's been all right. But Elliot, good to see you, man. By the way, Elliot, it's the only hot sauce we've not ordered because Nicola's celiac, and I don't really like brown sauce. You knew one. Sorry, pal, but Nicola can't have it because it's got gluten in it. True story. Elliot does the sauce, by the way, and Elliot was on Bleeding Rising for a long time ago. Elliot's a legend. But yeah, I was meant to message you that. We haven't ordered it because Nicola can't have it. Shame. But it looks good though. Good to see you anyway, man. But yeah, this it's been a bit limp is the way I put it. It's been a bit, passive. They look like a team who, when you see something, like, when someone's trying to appear confident, but inside they're not fully that. The City team are doing the right things technically, but they're doing it with a lack of swagger. I know that swagger is such a lazy word, but you know what I mean? But there's a confidence that comes from a team when they're playing at the very best. Like, there's an arrogance to it. And this City team is technically doing the right things. They're moving the ball nicely. They're creating the overlaps. But it's all done with a lack of conviction that they actually believe it's going to come to anything. And when you've got that lack of conviction, what tends to happen is the ball moves a tiny bit too slow. And when it moves a tiny bit too slow, things don't always connect, and the opportunity is kind of wasted. So basically what we're doing it, but we're not doing it well enough. And I don't know where it's gone. I don't know where the confidence has gone. It could just be... It could just be genuine that they're a bit tired. It could be a little bit of fatigue. It happens to everyone. It happens to every single team. The thing is, it's how you grind out. It's how you grind through it. ASG said, Keane said the mentality isn't tight, which is rare for a Pep team. Yeah, it probably is true, actually. I mean, it doesn't mean it's not fixable, of course. But, yeah, for right now, the players are lacking a bit of confidence. I mean, it happens. It genuinely does happen in football. I don't know what's caused it, but the mood in the dressing room can shift. And I don't think anyone's upset or anything like that. I don't think it's like there's a lack of happiness. It's just more a confidence thing, It happens. Dylan, thank you so much for the super chat. Dylan saying, hopefully Sterling comes on to bring some pace to the game. Well, that's it. I mean, there's an element of that. I mean, Sterling is the kind of guy who could probably be really useful against someone like Peterborough because, he's just so much better than the defenders in theory. So I think maybe a little bit of his raw directness could be useful. Maybe a little bit of chaos ball, which you get from someone like Sterling. That would be genuinely useful. No, Kieran, you're speculating wildly there, mate. Don't worry about it. But yeah, maybe they are conserving energy, Elliot. Like, I don't know, but it's a weird one. It's a weird one. But going on is not the right word, but there is something, where teams can just get tired. They can just get tired, and the pressure can get to them a little bit. But then usually, most things are built on a moment. Something can change. You have a big win against your rival, and all of a sudden your confidence comes back. It happens. It just does genuinely happen. It could be a little bit of nerves. It could be. They're only human. It could genuinely just be that. I do think we'll be all right, though. I reckon City will. I think we'll score relatively early on in the second half. I'm really confident. Of course, I got to feel fucking confident. Why wouldn't I? Who's on a bench? The bench is scoring across the bottom, mate. Slicker, Stone, Sterling, Laporte, Rodri, Bernardo, and De Bruyne, and Carson, of course, as well. So the bench is... It's a strong bench. Weirdly, I do... I honestly do think we probably would have done better today with some academy players. That's the crazy thing about it, isn't it? We might have genuinely done better. God, it's weird, by the way, seeing those phone competitions where you texting. I'm not seeing them in ages because I've got ITV on. But yeah, I think the academy players might have brought a bit of spiciness to this game. A bit of spicy football, a bit of energy. But yeah, whatever it is right now, there's just something about the overall football. The players don't look sad or anything like that, but they definitely look a little bit... Maybe they're just a bit drained. Maybe they're feeling for Zinchenko. I don't know. The form wasn't great before that either. Sometimes these things come. Sometimes football teams just burn out a little bit. But then it's only ever temporary, you know. We've had it before where City have been like this. In terms of the second half, what do I want to see? Be a little bit more bold. I would like to see Phil turn a little bit more. I'd like to see him to change with Grealish a little bit more. Phil running at people. I'd like to see Grealish drift a bit more central, actually, and Foden drift more to the left. Mahrez, I want to see Mahrez cut in and shoot a little bit more aggressively. And what I mean by that is just create a bit of space by cutting in on your left a little bit and just going for goal. Whip those shots. Instead of whipping the crosses into the back post, whip the shots into the back post. Sometimes that can be really useful to create a bit of chaos. Gundo, maybe a little bit further alongside Jesus every now and then. Yeah, there's a few little things you want to see changed. I don't know I'm sure we will manage it, but it hasn't been optimal. It's the best way I can put it. It hasn't been optimal, has it really? Nathan, I'm good, mate. I'm good. I was on a train today, quite a lot today as well. I've been to London and back. I was up dead early this morning, really early, like 5 o'clock to get to London. So I'm very tired today, actually. The pitch will improve. How will the pitch improve, Karen? I'd love the pitch to improve, but the pitch is diabolical. It's a really bad pitch. Gundo's been all right, yeah. I kind of wish, what usually happens when a team looks a bit drained or lacking a bit of confidence, they start to repeat the same things. And what people do in general when they're not feeling great is they repeat what usually works for them. So I think it's no coincidence when things aren't looking great, we start to spam the crosses or start to, do that, because we're essentially trying to go, what usually works for us? It's a psychological thing, isn't it? It's human nature to try and look to go to what worked previously. There's probably direction as well, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, they'll switch sides. Oh, I get you, mate. I get you. That makes sense, It does make sense. It is hard to play against low blocks all the time. It is mentally draining, It really is. That's why Haaland is coming at least in the crosses can actually be a good use. I do think Delat would have been great in this game. Just a bit of physicality up front, but what do I know? Guess what? Delat would be my plan B always in these things. Throw him on, let him run through people, let him get on his head on the other crosses. I wouldn't do that personally, Mark, but nothing wrong with a daft idea every now and then. Stones is a centre forward, fires some crosses. Just imagine. Big Barnsley Beckenbauer Johnny Stones up front just getting his head on shit. What changes would everyone else make, What does everyone think's going on? What does everyone make of the form? What's your theory? Possibly Novocaine. Novocaine said, do you think we maybe changed the system a bit too much? Possibly. You might be doing it for a reason. Guardiola's normally seen something, I don't really agree with it as such, but yeah, there's an element of that. United absolutely will sit back against us, Archer. You're right. Every time you watch it, you're in pain, Robbie. Not every single time, man. The 18-19 theory, don't do that. Don't do that. It's crazy how much psychologically those things kind of... what the 18-19 reverse. Well, I'll take the Champions League. That'd be alright, wouldn't it? This form happening now can be a good thing, gives a stronger end season. Yeah, one thing I would say is I'd like to get this dodgy spell out of the way now, as opposed to the end of the season. We're currently out in front, so get it out of the way right now, and then worry about it later to an extent. That works for me. Don't forget as well, please do hit the like button, and please do hit the subscribe button if you are new to this channel. It'd be massively appreciated. Do it right now. Players back out for Peterborough, second half. We all miss Sane, but Sane's gone. And Sane didn't want to be here, so that's life, unfortunately. It's on Sane, that man. We want to keep him. Don't Solomon. Maguire turned into prime Maldini. Probably. Stones is on. Is he actually on? I've dropped my... No, Gallagher's in with the fans. Nice. Imagine being no Gallagher stood there and your away fans. That must be intense in terms of getting stopped constantly. I'm not scared. Don't be scared of United. Don't be scared of United. We're a much better team than them. Respect him, but don't be scared of him. So Stones is on, which is interesting. Who's he on for? Ake's come off. I wonder if it's because Ake made it, like, got his on the yellow card or something like that. Either way, we're underway. Wonder why he's done that. Ake and Diaz off. Oh, Laporte's on as well. We bought 2 centre-backs on. Well, there we go. So we changed the centre-backs. There's some blue sky thinking from Guardiola. Do you know what? Diaz wasn't playing well, actually. I actually agree, Jay. Diaz is not in his best form right now. Diaz is Diaz. I love him to bits, but who got injured? Who got injured? What happened to Diaz? I must have missed that. Gundo. Okay. I'm sure he's all right. Sure it's precautionary. Come on, Ferner, man. That is old. You old, Ferner. You old. Is it 5 subs in this competition? It is, isn't it? So it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Go on, Phil. Run at him. This is where I want to see Phil running. He's giving the ball away. Pep's always going to Pep. That's what Pep does. Best centre-back partnership for me is Stones and Diaz, Solomon. I think that's our best. I like Laporte, don't get me wrong, but they're the ones that I would choose in a big game. I think they're both a bit more solid. Got a partnership. The trend of just constantly crossing to small guys is weird, to be fair. I don't fully get it. Don't fully get it. Costa Rica. We need to utilize Foden more. We do indeed. ASG, you never know, man. It could happen. It's unlikely now, but it could happen. They do, yeah, they score plenty of headers. Jota in particular is good in the air, but then Aguero scored quite a few headers too because he was good in the air. But it's a movement thing, isn't it? To be fair, I think it's more, it's not necessarily the size of the players, though. Some players are bigger than others. It's more just the movement. Like, we haven't necessarily got good players in the air, so. They just had a good chance, man. Smodic, genuinely a good chance. That was a big chance for them. Oh, that's a massive chance. That's a sitter. That's genuinely a sitter. No pressure. Right in the centre. Clean. Fucking hell. We've got to wake up. Fucking come on, City. Oh, I've been up since 5 a.m. I'm a lot more awake than these guys do. Come on. Foden just saving us there again. Fucking hell. Everyone sit down, relax, drink water. Like, Foden's done really well to get back there. Really, really well. That was a tapping otherwise. He's done really well, Foden, there. Will the real Man City please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. This is abysmal. There's no two ways about it. This is abysmal. We will win. I'm sure we will, Solomon, but there's absolutely no doubt about that this isn't good. Jesus' header. Saving the energy for the derby. Maybe, James. Come on, City. We've done that thing so many times where we've been space jammed, yeah. We've done that thing so many times where we get it to the byline, but then there's just nothing there. So it's like, what's the point? Nope, my earphone's gone. It's so weird, football. People are so weird. You can be flying high. What's that Frank Sinatra quote? Flying high, then down below. Genuinely, and all of a sudden, football, you can just shift like that. Momentum can go just like that. I don't know what's causing it. But right now, it's undeniable that the players are looking a little bit leggy. A little bit uneasy. And it's shite, if I'm being honest. Come on, City, man. Wake up. Ferner, man. Have you tried passing it to a blue shirt, Ferner? So intricate passing here, Gundogan obviously. Gundo, like a simple pass there to Grealish, like yards out. It's like I said, Pep's out of form. Maybe Pep's has made some mistakes here. Maybe. Jesus, Fern. Mahrez has apologised for that. Let's have a look. Oh, Mahrez stopped. Now, Mahrez did stop there. I mean, I think you're still going to get the keeper anyway, but Mahrez decided to stop for some reason. Honestly, I could just guess all day about what it is. I mean, go on, Riyadh. It's not possible to be brilliant all the time, so maybe there's an element of that. Oh, good defending. Maybe it's just a case of we've just hit our poor run of form. Everyone has them. And all you can do is just try and grind through it, try and find some victories, try and find some points in the best way you possibly can. Sometimes football is that simple. No, our squad is brilliant, ASG. It is brilliant. I don't think people are overrating it. We haven't got the best forwards in the world. I think Liverpool probably got better forwards than us, of course, but we've got a great squad. It's big. It's not as big as people say it is, but Kaya, mate, we just brought on 2 centre backs. What more do you want, mate? I hear Pep shouting away. He's not happy, man. He's not happy. Yeah, I'll win, of course. Look, I'm not panicking. I just accept it's part of football. Form does go up and down. We've had loads of spells of form where we've been relatively convincing but still won many games because it's just life. Kaya, no, it's obviously a joke, man. It's very, very predictable, isn't it? Like that little back heel there from Morris to Cancelo. It's just, who was it directed at? I mean, it was just so obvious. And then Fernandinho's running through the back of him as well. It's interesting. I don't. Maybe it is the fact that we changed players around. I also think maybe it's just because the players aren't fully confident. Maybe it's a Sterling game, this. Jenny, it's a Sterling game, I reckon. That we need someone who's willing to run at people, you know, running to get in behind defenders. Go on, Phil. Go on, Phil. Fucking hell. Constantly just hoofing it, aren't we? It's quite frustrating watching us get to within 30 yards of the goal and essentially just doing a slow lofted cross to no one. It seems to be our plan. Look, I'm not going to complain too much because life's good for us, but go on, Jack. Done well there, Grealish. Anyone answer Yusuf's question there? I'm pretty certain you get 5. I do think Sterling would make a difference in this game in particular. You absolutely will do the fullback. No. City go nowhere near Pogba, mate. Nowhere near him. We don't want that. We don't want Pogba at Man City. He could be more in Man City if he tried. Lazy. Just caught on the ball all the time. Great technical ability, but Pogba is not even close to a City player. Yeah, ASG. I mean, to be honest, we've got down the byline quite a few times, ASG. It's just a little sweaty, but for whatever reason, there's lack of conviction every time we get to the byline. Where do we think Pogba goes, by the way? Another one from Mara, just floated absolutely nowhere. City do something other than whipping across the back post challenge. It'd be really nice. There's an element of just genuinely just taking a shot. Stop just whipping it. Take a shot from there, Morris. Genuinely. Morris, in my opinion, should just put his foot through it. Trey! How you doing, Trey, man? You good? Trey with the super chat. Jay says, what up, Stephen? I haven't chatted for, in a bit. Ready for the derby. Yeah. City aren't ready for the derby, though, man. I'm glad you are, though. That's going to be interesting, isn't it? It's got a lot on it now. An awful lot on it, given, you know, the context of the league and City's form at the moment, mate. It's going to be a really interesting game. Are you feeling confident? Yeah, I guess you are. You said I'm ready. But Trey, mate, I am confident. I think we'll turn up. But it got interesting. It's getting interesting, isn't it? Given City's current form. It hasn't been perfect. But Trey, you're a legend. Thank you so much, man. Long throw-in coming by the looks of it. Pogba, Juve, Madrid, PSG. Yeah, one of them. Maybe back to Juve. No, it'd be PSG, I reckon. Like, PSG is so Pogba. Brand and all that kind of stuff. We don't look very confident. We really don't. It feels like we're playing, like, I don't know, Burnley here or something. It's just Peterborough, with all due respect to them. We're making them look a lot better than they are. Go on, Phil. Good ball from Phil to Zinchenko. And the cross is blocked. Of course it is. Same old stuff. Don't know how long we can go before Guardiola start to make some changes. You know, like how long do you think you'll actually wait until? We're an hour through now. About an hour through. Just under 60 minutes. Just something soon. Something soon would do. Come on, City, man. Come on, City. Go on, Phil. Just want some more shots at goal. Oh! Oh, yes! There we go! That's what I was saying! What was I just saying? Just saying, take some shots at goal. This is exactly what I was saying. Riyadh, man. It's 3 minutes ago. I was like, please take some shots at goal. It's not complicated football. Just shoot. Every now and then that's what you got to do. Fucking come on, man. That will do, won't it? Dead easy, man. Just take a fucking shot. It's a nice finish as well. A really nice finish, man. Lovely. Is that a Foden assist? It is a Foden assist. Look, we're not playing well, but I will take that right now. That's a relief. It's a nice finish, by the way. Come on, City. Right, we're going to park the bus now. We've taken it to the Giants of Peterborough. That's how you do it, lads. You know, you may not be used to obviously this, this wondrous football that we've been playing, but that's how we do it. A bit of Mara's magic. I needed that. Finally, Mara's magic. Absolutely needed that. It's kind of just slightly lightened up a very dull game of football. Few indeed. Scott's there. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Come on, City. I knew we had this in us, boys. We did indeed. Of course we did, Scott. Of course we did. There was never. It's been in us constantly. It's just, were we actually going to do it? And we did do it. And that's all that matters. It's been flat. It's been turgid. But we've got the goal. And Scott, you're a pleasure. Big dynamic energy is what I want. Big love to Scott. Oh, that's a relief. That's a massive relief, I'll be honest. It started to feel like it was never going to come, didn't it? But we got there. We got there. What the fuck? That is the weirdest comment I've ever seen. That's got to be a troll. And I'm hiding you, Holly. Holy disillusion. That's very strange. Of course you do, Scott. Of course you do, man. Karen, I'm going to do, actually. You nailed it. I am exhausted, so that one side is going to my head a little bit. Come on. Go on, Jack. Go on, Riyadh. Ah, no, you should score there. You should score there. Riyadh. You should score, man. You should score. Lovely football, by the way, the 1-2s. Oh, Jack, he's timed it's a perfectly weighted ball. Has he got deflection? It's not wrong with being a lightweight, but it's exhaustion. Did he get a touch? He did, didn't he? He scores, though, to fair to Mahrez. Like, his stats this season are good, aren't they, man? The guy absolutely knows how to find. Oh, they're bursting forward. If you're watching, you haven't subscribed, I need 35 more subs to get to 60,200. Please do hit the subscribe button. You see the like count there. It changes when you do. Hit the subscribe button. Just subscribe and all that kind of stuff. Frog Morton. You got a great name, mate. I'm genuinely being serious. Mainly because Morton's one of the best characters in Mario Kart. Frog Morton says, it's been a rough few games, but I reckon these players will be up for the derby, especially Phil. Oh, absolutely, Frog. Phil is definitely going to be up for the derby. I mean, he was born for the derby, wasn't he? It's pretty much what he does. Yeah. It has been a weird few games, Frock, as well. Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way, mate. That's absolutely appreciated. Super Frock. But Phil will be well up for it. He's obviously a City fan. It's a derby. Mahrez is not happy about that there, being blocked off. But I'm hoping, Frock, that, the derby is the game that gets us back into... gets our confidence back, basically. We find a little bit of form again and so on, Frock, and then hopefully things start to fall back into place again. Look, I don't mind bad form as long as we keep winning. I know, obviously it's concerning, but largely I understand that things can't always be perfect, and hopefully that's where we are now, mate. And hopefully things will be again. You do that, DVP. I wish I could join you. Yeah, you just hope it's a blip, don't you, Alec? I like Grealish a lot, Alfie. I think he's been decent in this game, personally. That's interesting there. What's just happened? Did you give a foul for that? Do you know what's mad today? That when they apologised to Everton, it's stupid, man, for what they perceive was a referee mistake. You don't apologise for referee mistakes. It's a terrible precedent to set. Oh, what a pass from Foden's pass then. Oh, that was really good football. Foden with a lovely... Oh, Foden! Fuck off, man. What is Phil doing? He's gone pure fucking total football. Foden's absolutely balling right now. That pass then. And of course as well, the little pirouette. Phil, you're a naughty boy. See, that's it. See, it's weird how little moments in football can change a player's confidence. Stuff like that can really change Phil. What a ball! What a fucking goal! I was just saying about how Foden's found a bit of confidence, then he just produces that pass. Fucking hell, Jack Grealish. Fucking hell, Phil. Little Felipe, man. Little Felipe gone pure Brazilian. That's such a confident pass. Look at that pass. Fucking hell. Look at this touch from Grealish. That is an absolutely sensational goal. Do not get me wrong. That is magic. That is as good as you will see. That is football at its finest. I know it's only Peterborough, but the quality and the weight of that pass and the touch from Grealish, that is genuinely sensational. Genuinely sensational. That's Bergkamp-esque. That's... what a goal. Genuinely, to me, that was... that's a genuinely brilliant goal. A genuinely brilliant goal. Oh, you love it, man. You love it. Oh, Haaland on the end of that. Come on, City. Isn't it funny how football can go from like really depressing to sex football? Exactly, Alistair. Let me update the thumbnail of the video. There we go. Bit of sex football. Fucking hell. Do you remember the Blooming Rising days, man? I didn't even think you were around then, Alistair, but they were the good days. Blooming Rising days, sex football. You don't know what I'm on about? That's just it's a long way to explain. That's honestly, oops, I've accidentally got rid of the bottom thing there. That's an insanely good goal. That touch from Grealish is genuinely fantastic. There we go. Come on! Jack's touch, genuinely ridiculous. Is Jack Grealish sponsored by Mitre by any chance? Because Mitre Sports have just quote tweeted me. You're Mitre the old football. Genuinely lovely that. Genuinely lovely. And brave indeed. What were we all panicking about, lads? What were we worried about, you know? Where was the worry? Where was the fear? No, you have Alster. I'm sorry, man. I always forget. Been around for a fucking long time. I miss Walter too, actually. I live around the corner from Walter now, actually. I should do some videos of him, shouldn't I? I should. Blue Horizon was amazing. I would love Blue Horizon to come back, but everyone's moved on. You know, that's life. Alex lives in Leicester. Paul works for Man City now. Walter lives around the corner from me, but it's Elliot just lives nowhere near me. I would do the bill, Jason, but as I just said, Alex lives in Leicester. Paul can't do City content anymore because he works for the club. So he's not really allowed to. Yeah, Malta maybe, yeah. So funny, isn't it? Because like Foden had that lovely little bit of footwork and a little skill, and he played that nice pass. And Foden, that literally 4 minutes there of Phil Foden is exactly the power of. I'm writing this down because I'm going to talk about it in the 5 things learned. Like basically those little 4 minutes of Foden there when you played that lovely little pass, and because the pass was so good and he created a chance, you could see his confidence absolutely sharp. They did that pirouette to him. And because of that, he was confident. He made that pass to Foden. Oh, they know he scored. But it's crazy how much confidence can just rock it. Yeah, Paul's one of my best friends, Alster. Like, genuinely one of my best mates. I love Paul to bits. Genuinely. And I was with him on Saturday. It's mad. Like, everyone remembers Paul from Blue Horizon. Like, yeah, he was essentially like my line manager in a way when I worked at Blue Horizon. He was a senior above me, like the producer, and we became like just great mates. And it's crazy when you meet someone at work and you just become great mates. And we hang out all the time. Come on, City. A Zinni goal would be wonderful. Scores 2-0, mate. Polito is the best. Nicola's right. Polito is the best. And me and Paul at Burnley away is like iconic. Me and Paul as well in Paris or Celtic. Oh, wow. Come on, City. Alfie, that's a good question. Alfie said, I can't decide if Mars has been good or shite. Do you know what? It's hard to tell, isn't it? He's been all right. I think he's been all right, but he's been effective, so that's all that matters. Yeah, Nicola's right. Obviously, the iconic bromance nowadays, Nicola, is me and you. You know, the wife's in the chat. Does everyone like my wedding ring, by the way? You know, it's a good wedding ring, isn't it? I love it. I wish I could make videos with Paul and Alex and everyone regularly. Oh, it's the best. It would be the best. Just a romance, true. Just true. A wife romance. Everyone say hello to Nicola in the chat, by the way. You know, get interacting. It's not white gold. It's brushed gold. It's just a bronze kind of. What is it? Is it a rose gold, Nicola? I don't know. Nicola will tell you. I'm bad at this kind of stuff. It's like a brassy colour. Get a room. We've got like several. Just gold. It's just gold. It's just a bit bright, so there we go. There you can see the colour a bit better there. Go on, Jack. I'm giddy now. I'm giddy. Giddy because a couple of goals. Bit good football. Oh, what Mark's saying there is I need a TV in here so I can get Sky. I think I do. Like, Nicola, if you could do some research how I can get Sky in here, that'd be really useful right now. Oh, is Alster? Alster's offers to me buy a wedding ring. I think you got a rival, Nicola. I'm sorry, Alster, mate. I'm just taken. Come on, City. Go on, Phil. Foden's really getting confident now. Foden's shit then. I think you shot. Yeah, that'll do. Shit. I love a good like hit. Just shit typo. It's like there's something lovely about it. Cancelo's on one there, isn't he? Oh, lucky as well. Go on, Phil. Oh, good effort. Happy birthday for 2 weeks after. How old are you going to be, mate? How young are you going to be, I guess, is the better question. Because I'm old. I'm an old man. I'm an old boy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want a third. Ah, intercepted. 19. Wow. I thought you were older than that. You watching Blue Moon at a young age then. Genuinely. I admire that. He's offside, Gundo. Surely. No? I thought he was offside. Oh, yeah. Foden's confidence is absolutely rocketed. But that's what football is. It's all psychological football. It really is. It's mainly psychological. God, yeah. I feel like we might have poisoned you, Alster. I'm sorry, man. Like the nonsense of me and Paul chatted. What was I doing at 19? Dropping out of university. True story. You don't, Alster. I'm 36, mate, and I've only just found something I'm good at, so don't worry about it. I'm not even that good at it either. I'm just competent, you know? I can't remember who had injured Foden. Jake. Didn't he get injured in training? I don't know. Nick, I like how, is that a new thing you do now where you surround your messages with haha, haha, hope you got the same lyrics, haha. Oh, nice. Any reason you dropped out of uni? I preferred working, by the way. I didn't like university. I'm a very much hands-on, go and do things kind of person. It's just who I am. Nicola will know what I'm on about, right, Nicola? Haha. Haha. She's haha in the chat. Sorry, I'm just talking to my wife in the chat now. Apologies. Twelve minutes left. I don't like that little, on the back of Peterborough's shirt, it's that little logo above the names. It looks like an asterisk. Ah, that makes a lot of sense also, actually, yeah. Got a lot of wise fucking sheep. Nicola would be happy about that. No, I don't blame anyone who didn't want to go to university right now. It's just shite, isn't it? Like, you want to do uni properly. Like, uni, I can imagine uni just, with restrictions, is just almost pointless to an extent. It's just studying, isn't it? Who cares about that bit? Is uni going to be back to normal in September? Anyway, we are 10 minutes left. We are 10 minutes left? There is 10 minutes left. We are in the final 15 minutes or so. That's crap, James, man. It's crap. Yeah, I couldn't do that whole online. I hate living online like that. I like meeting people. People are the thing that makes the world go around, man. Nothing wrong with being online, but you know, seeing people's faces, it matters. Of course I wouldn't, Nicola. I got one and she's perfect. You. Go on, Riyadh. I'm well trained. Oh, what ball? Oh, lucky. Go on, Riyadh. 5, Victor. Good touch, isn't he? The Mancunian Henry VIII. Just trying to start me on religion to get a divorce and all that. Which cheese is the best cheese? That's a question for Nicola. I'm not a cheese person. Go on, Jackie boy. That's a bad foul, that. I think Grealish has played quite well, personally. I'm not even saying that because of the goal. I think he generally has played pretty well. Foden's been like absolutely on it for the last 15 minutes, hasn't he? Thing is, like, we're seeing what Foden can do when he gets a chance to actually face the game, affect it. It's lovely stuff. Like, Foden is at his best when he's got more time on the ball. And he will end up being a midfielder, almost certainly. Yeah, it might end up being Grealish and Foden together next to each other, which is insane. But imagine Grealish, Foden ahead of Rodri. Eventually. Oh, Foden definitely starts for me, Yusuf. Cheese chat going on. Careful, Alfster. I'm not a big cheese guy either, but I've got more into it. Can never just eat cheese on its own. That's boring shit, man. I can have it with something. Oh, City, we love you. We love you. Nice ball, Phil. What's Ferner doing, man? Phil, I found this little weird back heel thing then as he gave the ball away. Your beard's out of control, John. Okay, I need to shave it. I'll probably shave it tomorrow, actually. A little bit of a shave. Only because I'm going to Texas where it's going to be really warm as well. So you need to, you need a bit of, a little bit of face freedom when you go to Texas, don't you? This is how it feels to be city. This is how it feels to be small. You signed Phil Jones. We signed Con Aguero. What's everyone's favourite Man City chant? It's such a basic question, but I'm genuinely curious. Watermelon cheese, is that not a thing, is it? Oh, I mean, it's a good thing. Okay, John. Okay, well, I'm going to shave it anyway because I've got to go to a very hot place. Go on, Phil. Go on, Joao. Cancelo's really determined to beat 3 people today and score, isn't he? Did I mention that? I'm off to Austin. Did I mention that at all? Oh, Balotelli. He's a striker. He's fucking glass. Oh, they're through. Zinni's cross. About 7-8 minutes left now. Injury time. Let's get a third. I'm doing some work with City. Can't tell exactly what it is, but I'm going out there with City to watch the derby with the Austin fans, and I can't wait. I'm also going to potentially Germany and Seoul in South Korea, which is insane. So, don't know whereabouts fully yet in Germany. Depends if the world allows it. But I can't say exactly what I'm doing out there, but yeah, mad. Yeah, South Korea will be insane, but don't know what's going to happen yet. We'll see. I can't really answer questions, mate, on it, what it is, unfortunately. I'm not allowed to, but I will be meeting some City fans out there, so it'll be good fun. Park the bus. Man United. I love that United are shite. I love it. I know they could beat us at the weekend, and I'm sure they possibly could. But overall, regardless of what United do against us, they are still shite, and I love it. I love that they are just nothing more than just meme fodder these days. Just a bit of a thought, really. And I love that they are essentially just something to laugh at every now and then, but ultimately not really affecting anything. And this is not to jinx it. This is just genuinely true, regardless of what happens. United these days are a bang average team. It's genuinely, I'm not jinxing it, and they could still beat us, and they wouldn't change a thing. It wouldn't. They are still just an average team. So I honestly mean that. I genuinely mean it. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel said, tip for today's great commentary, mate. That's really kind of you, man. I wouldn't say it's been great, but I think I've been all right. But I appreciate your rating. Maybe it's just because I started slandering United. So, Daniel, I'll take it either way, pal. Tip for you, been brilliant. Thank you, Daniel. Back at you, mate. Honestly, you guys are awesome. And I'm very, very, very appreciative. Thank you. The failures could not have possibly happened to a nicer fan base. Yeah, maybe that's what I did tell him, Alster. I'm off to with Paul and Butler. Now, Paul's got a kid now, so Paul's a dad. So, there's one for you. That's not a secret anymore. He's longer dad. Paul Blooming Rising's a dad these days. Beautiful little boy he's got. So he's not going for a big piss up with me. Daniel, you're a legend. Thank you so much, man. I think we'll win 2-0 against United. Hopefully. I could be Alster. I'm old enough. I could do. Are you trying to say something I don't know about here? What are the other scores tonight? He's given Fuchs man the match. Of course he has. Six one would be nice, I think, wouldn't it? Oh, lucky Jack. Lucky. Good effort, that. Greece did really well to make some space there. Really, really well. One Palace Stoke, no Borough Spurs. Jeez. Absolutely fuck Spurs. Oh. Come on, City. It's weird that it's only like 9 o'clock and it's nearly over, the game. What's that about? I kind of like the early kickoff thing. What's everyone's opinion of it? On a personal level, given I make these videos and that, I like it. It's nice to be finished a bit earlier. I think Grealish has been good today. I think he's shown what I said, by the way, on Twitter earlier today, where I feel like we've missed his composure a little bit. I maintain that. Oh, nice, Jack. Foden and Grealish do have a natural instinct together, by the way. There is signs of a potential partnership there eventually. When you've got players who've got a natural camaraderie between each other, that helps, a natural kinsmanship between the two. Oh, I don't blame you, Srivat-san. Yeah, daylight savings is like in about a month, isn't it? What's Laporte done? I've seen the comments before I've seen the action, I'll be honest. What's he done? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I'm Eric. Oh no, Eric. Boy, you're a muppet. What are you doing? Pep's even laughing at him. How has he missed that? Lovely football. Oh, Eric, man. That should be his... What? How many goals has he scored this season already? He's scored a couple, hasn't he, at least? I feel like he has. That should be a goal, man. That should be a goal. Somebody had 3-0 Man City tonight, and they're going to be absolutely fuming at you, Laporte. If you've got 3-0 at Laporte, and you're watching this, absolutely tweet at Laporte and say, you've robbed me of a lot of money there. Because he has robbed you a lot of money. Funny. This has gone really well today in the end. Well, in the second half, it's been much better, hasn't it? Like at least it's been fun to watch the last half an hour. We haven't played particularly well today, but overall, the last half an hour has been a lot more, palatable. Go on, Phil. Oh, unlucky. Last corner before full time, obviously. Short corner. Morris whips it in. Ooh, Foden header. Foden was never going to score from there. Why is he even pretending he was going to score? It's actually it's not a good chance. So 5 things we learned. Yeah, indeed, just some guy. I got some stuff to tell you. I'll tell you tomorrow morning, of course. I'll do my match reaction, of course, after this. I'm in a weird personal state right now because I'm exhausted because I've been up since 5 a.m. and I've had a bottle of cider and I'm not eating dinner. I kind of had some pasta. So I'm a little bit a little bit head gone. So my match reaction will be interesting. Game's over. City 2-0. Oh, God, I just made it full screen. City 2-0. It was all right. City have won 2-0. We're through to the next round. We're through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, which is, of course, always awesome. You do want to get to the quarterfinals, don't you? Thank you to everyone who's joined in, by the way, for this watch along. Thank you for making it entertaining. It wasn't often entertaining, but thank you for being wonderful. Thank you for being you guys, basically. City weren't at the best tonight, but they didn't really need to be the best. Sometimes you just got to get the job done and look for kind of glimmers of light in the confident darkness, basically. Because City aren't playing at their very best, but you'd be surprised what those little sparks can do for the momentum of a team. And today, Grealish and Foden found a bit of confidence, and that could be really useful. Mahrez, of course, was already confident in front of goal, but Foden showed, a little bit different tonight in terms of his current season. Grealish obviously back and scored a lovely goal. That is really useful to the team, of course. Really genuinely useful. So I'm going to go prepare for match reaction now. Thank you so much for watching. It's City are through to the quarterfinals. We put Peterborough to the sword. Who's Peterborough? What's a Peterborough? To quote someone else. But to now that we got the job done. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all the usual YouTube stuff that people say when you're sat in this chair and looking at a camera. Do all that kind of stuff. Help support the channel if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. Ultimately, it's your decision. You're all wonderful. Thank you so much to Andy. Thank you to Alfie. Thank you to Daniel. Flocking, Sheep, Solomon. Scott Denemy said, have fun in Austin. I'll be in Austin. I'll be at the Haymaker. So if you're watching and you're based in Texas, I'll be at the Haymaker in Austin for the game. For now, though, you're all beautiful, and I'll catch you for the live match reaction in like 10 minutes' time. If you want to come and join me for that, I'll see you there. In a bit, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye-bye.